in higher learning, states from California to Rhode Island are struggling with budget deficits and making cuts in their higher education programs. The state of Washington is launching a new program to get rid of textbooks in favor of low-cost online instructional materials for their community college system. Of course, they'll be taking place. And here to talk about the move and what it may mean for other states is Peter Kerwin from the Rhode Island Higher Education Assistance Authority. Thank you for joining us, Peter.
No problem. Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about what Washington State is doing.
Well, what they did was they realized that, they were picking up the tab for textbooks for most of their students at community colleges because so many of those students were on state financial aid. And that's a significant expense. Students were spending up to $1,000 a year on textbooks. So what they did in Washington State was they created a program where they said, we're going to cap costs at $30 a student by having most of the materials for popular courses online. We'll make it available online. They got a grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, about $750,000 from them to create an open source library. What they've done is they put together a team of instructors from the community colleges, librarians, and web designers to go out there and find different websites that have open source educational content so that they can make that available to all of the students and create courses out of that so that they don't have to spend all that money on textbooks. And what they've got is now they've got about 81, they're planning to have 81 different classes offered that way. They've got 43 up and running now that they're going to start testing online later this month. Everything from general biology to introduction to literature.
Okay, so it's going throughout every course.
Yeah.
And this might take away from education in the classroom as well. Do you think other states are going to jump onto the bandwagon and catch on with this
It's
trend?
going to take a little while because, there have been some hiccups. The problem with a lot of the open source material online is that it's outdated. As one math professor joked, I've got a textbook from the 80s that I'm using online, and it refers to VCRs. I'm spending more time explaining what VCRs are to the students than doing the math. So, it's going to take a little time, but, it's an innovative effort, certainly, and I think other states are going to have to look at it just because of the budget situations so many are facing.
Great. Thank you so much, Peter. For more education information from College Bound Fun, head to foxprovidence.com.